Pros turn to ban. TNC's turn to ban.
What is that? Some like
Pros turn to ban.
but it was
TNC's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
against Virtus Pro, the big CIS giants.
Virtus Pros
Of course,
turn to ban.
standing in with Artstar. Solo is on a break at the moment. So we'll see how they do.
TNC's turn to pick.
See what we got. VP. Banning out Earth Spirit. Clockwork. Nightstalker. TNC. Ban out Bane, Wyvern, and Shadow Shaman. First pick they go for is the Tusk. See what VP want to open with. Let's see if there's any sort of difference.
10 seconds remaining.
With Artstar being in there. I mean, I don't know if they've been drafting different. I imagine it's probably largely the same. Shadow Demon will be the pick for VP. Straight up with the combo. SK, Shadow Demon, Sand King to start. And we'll see what TNC take now as their second pick to open things off.
10 seconds remaining.
They have Tusk. What else do they want? What else do they want?
Virtus Pros turn to ban.
And it is going to be the Puck. Seen them play so many times. They're very, very good with it. TNC Puck. Would always expect a few Pog champs to come out with that.
10 seconds remaining.
Fourth ban now for VP.
5 seconds remaining. TNC's turn to ban. Virtus Pros turn to ban.
One of the TNC specialities. TNC Tinker. Oh, we're certainly looking to just take away the heroes that are going to be really nice with the Puck.
Turn to ban.
Morphling, actually, yeah. Okay, going to be the one that they opt for. One of those carries that TNC is really good with.
Turn to pick.
And of course, Luna banned out. I see the Shadow Demon. They don't want the chance of VP getting their hands on SD Luna. Especially, being that, VP, they've got a pretty good Luna player. Ramses, he's pretty hot on the old Luna.
10 seconds
So what they take
remaining.
here? Probably going to be Pasha's hero. Unless they do the Sand King offlane. Which is unlikely. It's more than likely to be Lil moving around with Artstar. So those two supports to start with. What do they want to take for Pasha? There's decent selection of offlane heroes still in the pool. Mainly the supports, mids, and carries being focused. In fact, pretty much entirely. So Pasha, he's got a beautiful game here. They can take whatever they want for the offlane. And well, going into the bonus time as well. Looks like the amount of decisions, the amount of heroes they have to decide between gives them a lot of trouble. They're like, what should we take? What should we take? They're taking all the time. RIP bonus time. Apparently says VP. As I say, they have got a lot of choices. I really wanted to make sure that they get it right. Going right down to under 1 minute left of reserve time. Whatever this is going to be, it's taken a long, hard think about for VP.
TNC's
What are they
turn
going to go
to
for? It's going to actually be the Venge pickup. Okay, so maybe addressing the fact that the cores were being banned over the offlane. They're going to leave the offlane pick till later, and they'll take Ramsey's, the support Vengeful Spirit. As you would imagine, they could still swap it around with having the SK core and Venge SD support combo. Second support for TNC, it is going to be the Ogre Magi. So we'll see what they take on TNC. They do want that sort of big, bloodlustable core.
5 seconds remaining.
To be played by Cuckoo or Raven. Probably not Cuckoo, he might be there, so Raven's hero. We'll see what they go for that. On 4th pick for VP. Back to them, back to see what cores they take and to give us a little bit more information on where these heroes are going to be placed and who's going to be playing what. I think the chat, you guys called out Razor. I think that is a definite possibility for TNC. They do like their Razor. And it would work very nicely with both the Tusk and the Puck and the Ogre Magi. Razor is definitely a high possibility. Medusa as well, still left in the pool. Another one that both teams are
10 seconds remaining.
Are very strong with. Alchemist. I know in the past TNC did used to play the Alchemist, but I have not seen anyone play the Alchemist recently. Has even TNC been playing Alchemist recently? I feel like no teams have been playing Alchemist.
Virtus Pro's turn to battle.
And there it is. I don't think there was any surprises there, ladies and gentlemen. It is Razor for TNC. We saw it, I saw it, you saw it coming. Always was going to be Razor here at this stage. Classic TNC draft.
10 seconds remaining.
VP's final ban.
5 seconds remaining.
Medusa's still there.
TNC's turn to ban.
Maybe the sniper taken out instead. Yeah, imagine. Do we think this is going to be the offlane puck or the mid puck for TNC? Obviously, with that ban from VP, VP are expecting it to be the offlane puck. I mean, I'd be down to see TNC put the puck offlane and take something like Medusa and put that in the mid lane.
5 seconds remaining.
VP also still looking for no one's hero. You could go full in on the sort of the push, the early auras, and get something. Well, I mean, I was going to say like the DK, but then you're worried about if TNC make the move, they could try and position the Razor in the mid against him. I think puck mid for sure. Yeah. Some people are thinking Medusa. Some people are saying, yeah, Cuckoo Medusa, Sam H puck. I think both could work. Final ban for TNC. To see what it will be. As yeah, we would imagine it's still no one's hero to be picked. And TNC ban out the Storm, and they are going to pick the PL. So this is probably going to be the mid PL, I would imagine, right? That TNC are pretty hot on. Broodmother, the final pick though for Ramses, and yep, Sam H Puck, Cuckoo will be playing the PL in the mid, and 1437 Ogre, Tim's Tusk. So yeah, they take that sort of a hard carry into the mid lane. But there is a Broodmother in the game. Now, the Broodmother could cause issues if TNC aren't able to keep on top of it at the start. The spiders could certainly get scary. I'll see what happens here, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, mid-Venge. That's a different one. No one will be playing the Vengeful Spirit. Let's go.
Prepare for battle.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Welcome to the game. This is VP versus TNC. I'm OD Pixel, and we'll do a quick rundown of both the sides. Over on the side of Virtus Pro, you're going to have Lil playing the Shadow Demon, and Artstar playing the Sand King. Pasha, the offlane Brewmaster. No one, as we imagine, on the Vengeful Spirit. Ramses is going to set up the webs towards the middle, but we'll see where they do end up going. Over down towards the bottom, TNC grouped up. Raven's going to be playing his Razor, Cuckoo's PL, Kim's Tusk, 1437 on the Ogre Magi, and last but not least, Sam H on the puck.
30 seconds.
Deep movement here from TNC, as they are actually going to avoid one another. They may get VP on the way back into their half of the map. We'll see if VP are aware of this. TNC on the high ground, and we'll be able to keep control of this rune spot. They'll move in. Could be able to take this. Sam H is trying to see if he can secure both of the runes. Be a little careful with both Noah and Artstar here. The magic mix up into the Burrow Strike. Sam H taking a lot of damage. He has the orb. Oh. The snowball, it's actually going to cause issues. Because he was in the snowball, he couldn't jump out to the orb, but it's okay for TNC because they got the first blood still. They killed no one, and they'll get Lil as well. They'll disrupt himself, trying to buy time, but TNC will claim both of these. Cuckoo, he wants it. It would be the dream if he can get it, but they're not going to mess around. Tims commits with the snowball, and they will be able to get both of the kills. So a little bit of a whiff up there trying to save the puck, but it ends up working out the end of the day.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
2 kills. 2 for 1. TNC will see where they're heading with the lanes. They're going to put what Tims and Sam H down towards the bottom. Tims already dealing with a bit of a spot of bother. Was Lil and Artstar go into him? He's sort of oh, was. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Tims is dead. He's got the snowball. I mean, he will get the connection onto Lil, but another Burrow Strike. Catching Tims out once more. He's trying to run himself away, but Artstar will finish off the kill. Can Sam H get Lil? He's got the orb back up in a second. Should be able to close the gap. And indeed he will. One more right click, and Lil is down. So a trade for TNC. 1 for 1 on the bottom lane. Mid lane. Cuckoo 1437. Trying to do their best to keep control of the Spider of Ramses in the early stages. And up top, Pasha going up against this lane of just Raven on his own at the moment, with the supports helping elsewhere. One of those lanes where Haze is going to be annoying, but at the same time, the static is going to be annoying. So it could be a lane where we don't see many CS at all between the two of them, with the way that they can harass one another. The stream's not gone down. This must be a Twitch issue. Just reset, lads. I've not dropped a single frame, so if the stream has gone down, there's something on Twitch side. Is there, if anyone can hear me, if you can hear me, spam Kappa Pride. Down in the jungle. In trouble. Right, okay, I'll restart.
Dire's courier has been triggered.
Might fight the money.
What's done is done.
Right, we're back in, guys. Can you hear me? OD Pixel to World. Are you guys there? Can you hear me? Is it working? Is it working? Is anyone there? Is anyone there? Hello? OD Pixel to World. Are you guys alive? You hear me? Good, we're back. I don't know what happened there, guys and girls. It said I didn't drop any frames, so I think it must have just been a strange glitch that Twitch had. Top lane, VP. They're in onto Raven. Raven in a lot of trouble. He'll try and run it off. He's got a tango and a branch, and he's actually turning, putting quite a bit of punching in onto Artstar. Oh, it's going to be close. Not close enough, though. Raven will fall. So So what did you guys miss? You guys missed what TNC did get a kill down bottom. It's 4 for 4, as you can see. In terms of the lane situation, mid lane, Cuckoo's doing fine. 28 CS against the 18 of Ramses. That help from the Ogre at the start, certainly helping out. Sam H down bottom, struggling a bit in CS, but he's keep the pressure up on no one. Now towards bottom, Lil, claiming himself the bounty ring. Fire blast to set up, gap closer, with the orb, and the shards. Oh no, the shards! They didn't get the block off, but it looks like they should still get the kill. They snowball over them straight into the backside of Lil and take down the Shadow Demon. Same time mid lane, Style comes in with the rotation, looking towards Cuckoo. Opens up with the Burrow Strike and the nuke. Cuckoo will get taken down in return. Again, sort of these 1-for-1 trades. Now Ramses bit of space to put some pressure onto this tier 1 tower. 37. That man's in trouble. Artstyle giving the slow and painful rundown. He will have Burrow Strike back up in a second. He'll go in. Hey, he's a tanky boy. He's a big boy, that Ogre. Oh, and in fact with Tim's, 40-37, I think he's going to be big enough to walk this off. He is going to be fine. And now Artstyle, he's the one in an awkward position. He has no mana. Sam H and Tim's looking to play around with him for the maximum amount of time. They orb forward. They'll snowball in. Artstyle will get taken down. TNC get the kill.
You were out.
In this top lane, 21 for 6, 14 for 5. Raven having the edge at the moment. The static link helping him win this lane. Despite the missed chances being annoying. No one is actually going to TP straight up to the top. So they're moving this Vengeful Spirit around. Forcing Raven away. Bottom lane, Artstyle getting a lane to himself. We can start to get some of that solo experience. Cuckoo. Managing to farm up a fair few of the spiders as well, as it seems. 42 for 1. Another pause here from VP. Damage. Preparing to get himself out of there if he need be, as he was getting low on the bottom lane. Rotation from the supports of TNC comes through. Tim's on 1-4-3-7. Got eyes onto Lil. Shards won't fully block him, but they do push him off to the side. Raven rotating around. This for sure is going to be a dead Shadow Demon as TNC claim another kill. Raven getting it as well with style. Unstable current finishes the job. If they can close the gap onto no one. The shard block, not quite there. Tim's just off the mark with a few of these shards today. A little uncharacteristic of Tim's. He's normally hitting them every single time. I'm sure we'll see him step it up, but just missing the mark each time. Mid lane. Whoa, jeez! Oh, with that medallion, Puck just gets melted by the spiders. Tim's comes in. Guru Squad trying to clean up some of these spiders. Haven't quite got the damage to burst them down, and now Tim's is in trouble. They just move straight in onto the tusk. Tim's is gone. Double kill for Ramses. Cuckoo trying to get himself out of there. He's got to run. He's got to hide. He will be fine. There's not quite enough mana for another Burrow Strike to come through. 37 seems to bring down Artstyle. Artstyle very low at the moment. Back towards mid. Raven at the link onto Ramses. They close the gap. This is a very high value kill, and they'll take it. Ramses is taken down.
You can't escape
The spiders. Oh no, the spiders are too spooky. The spiders turn and take Raven's life. Right after they lose the life of their own mother. The children rise up. Get the vengeance that they're after. 8 for 8, 2k lead at the moment for VP. Where do they head now? Asher, level 7. Sam, still suffering in the levels a little bit on the puck. To share the lane early. Just level 4 at the moment. Moving up towards the top lane. You can get eyes on here. VP trying to make the play. They'll move in with the Burrow Strike. Wave a tear onto Tim's. He'll buy himself some time with the snowball, but he's falling low. He needs help, and he needs it now. Raven coming in. Oh, the mash! Oh, he's going to live, is he? No, the poison will be enough. They do take him down. The
Dire's middle
infused range of nearly saving him there from the damage from Magic Missile.
Dire's structures
All-Star.
are fortified.
Deep. Fire strike back up in a second. Can he escape this one? No, he can't. Actually walks straight back into them, gives his life up. So another trade, 1 for 1. And this game, every time we see a kill one way, we see it the other way around. Bring that worth up so we can see how that's affecting the game. Ramses is number 1 at the moment on his Spider. Cuckoo second on the board. A very rich Brewmaster, Pasha. Getting a lot from his solo lanes that he's been given. It's going to be an early blink dagger on the booth. Top lane, swap back to Raven. He's got 1437 with him. Forest Strike from Artstyle is actually going to miss, so Raven's given a bit of a chance to back off and run away. Disruption onto no one. A heavy static link if they can get Raven back in to do the damage, but he has to be careful. Artstyle's still there with the Sandstorm. Pasha, 1437, having a bit of a go at one another. 1437 will fall. Raven, try to turn. Oh, he gets the kill.
Is under attack.
He's going for the TP out. Is he going to make it? Oh, Raven. He gets out of there. The Raven will get the kill and get out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That was a close one there indeed. Top lane. Asher. He's got the ult. And he is going to go straight away for a kill onto 1437. And there is not much this Ogre can do about this primal split. Just beating into the poor old Ogre. 1437 is down.
Radiant are
VP
scared.
with the smoke. Looking to follow up for more kills up top. TNC themselves. They're making the moves down bottom. 3 heroes with their eyes onto no one. Wanting to punish this damage. Goes the gap. Snowball shards. Lock him in as well. Good duration of static link. No one is going. TNC claim the life of the bench. Back towards the jungle though of TNC. VP are on the hunt and they found Cuckoo. Cuckoo trying to escape with the doppelganger. He's trying to juke them away with the illusions. Are they going to fall for it though? They kind of are. Ramses went towards the illusions. They will still find the real one here with the disruption. And they do still get the kill despite Cuckoo's best attempts to juke them away.
Radiant structures are fortified.
One tower.
Radiant's
A
bottom
bit of trouble.
tower is
Same
under
time,
attack.
VP are pushing in on mid, and Ramsey's net worth is skyrocketing. He's closing in on that relic.
Dire's top tower
TNC
has
will
been
lose the top
denied.
lane. 1437 gets the deny. No one getting some space down bottom. Lil making the moves around to get the ward down. Sam H. Treads. 850 gold towards Blink Dagger. Who wishes to go for it first. TNC have to be so careful around this Spider. 6 kills on Ramsey so far. Spider is deadly.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Here we go.
Dire's structures are fortified.
The bottom lane they move. TNC are ready to come with a response. They're smoked up. They're looking to fight. No. Quick disruption. What's about Raven? TP out from Artstar. Raven, popping the drums, trying to chase this down. Pasha does have the primal split back up. Half of them to make a move onto him. Pasha, in fact, he's going to make a move onto them. Jumps straight in onto Raven. Raven needs help and he needs it now. And it's not going to be here soon enough. Raven taken down. No one swaps him back to his death. Cuckoo should be able to find Lil as a return kill. They'll get something in terms of the trade. The primal split, though, still hunting down 1437. They've got the magic missile. Claim the Ogre Magi. 2 for 1. VP getting the 2 kills. More space for Ramses. Very close to having Relic complete. Now let's start. Heads up top. Works his way towards his blink. And then they did trap in the spiders. Not quite enough damage to kill them all, but maybe they can kill the spider himself. Fire blast onto Ramses. Trying to heal himself up with the ultimate lifesteal. And if that Sam's in trouble, gets slapped down immediately. The physical damage is too high. Disruption holding back Raven. Raven trying to move in, looking towards Pasha. Pasha quickly blinks himself away. Sharp block again. it's not quite there. Tim's unable to trap Lil. As Lil will still be chased. Sharp block, this time it's on point. Tim's redeems himself. Does get the catch this time round, and they will claim the kill. Terrible to the vision, he knows what's up. Oh, it wasn't just the relic, it's the completed radiance on Ramses. That is pretty terrifying. It's a quick radiance for the spider.
We are coin. Illusion.
Keep pinging on no one. They really want to try and do something about this bench, but they've had trouble the last few times. No one being very cautious in his positioning, keeping backed up behind the tower each time a rotation comes through. Raven still needs a bit of space to catch back up in the farm. And the spider is going to be very hard to deal with.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
On lane.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Sam H around. Sam H getting closer and closer towards his blink dagger. Vlad's to be finished up by Pasha, adding to the auras for VP. And there is the blink for Art Style. But they've got to be very careful about this Sam being ready to jump around and make the plays happen.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Cuckoo. Treads. Yasha. He's on par with Pasha's farm. And he's ahead of no one. Keeping himself ahead of VP's carry. Well, I say no one, maybe of course Ramses is the VP carry who's just having to be positioned in the mid lane, and Ramses is far ahead. VP heading to the pit with Civ TNC. Look to contest this. They'll continue down bottom. We'll get the tier 1 tower. With that, I think VP are going to get away with this one for free. Roshan is down. Claim the kill.
Got it.
Sam H backing off, backing away. Has the blink. And there it is. Quick blink from Sam H. Just in the right moment of time to get out of there. One lane Tim's keeping the pressure on, shoving in these waves. VP grouped up behind no one, ready to get a large scale push together behind them. Ramsey's just consistently sweeping through the jungle of TNC, taking everything he can from them. He's actually just going to waltz up and start putting some pressure on the tower. Pushing in with the spiders, forcing Tims to back up, come in with some sort of reaction. This will be the tier 2 going down. Tier 2 tower to fall. TNC trying to get a fight going. Ramsey's falling incredibly low, but they couldn't quite finish him. The Primal Split comes out. Burrow Strike catches out Cuckoo into the boulder from the Primal Split, and that's Cuckoo down for 45 seconds. And they go up to the high ground. Fortification out from TNC. They're trying to their best to hold back VP, but 1437 is just getting beaten down upon by Pasha. Pasha just owning this game. Arstyle's in with the epicenter. Burrow Strike onto Raven. There is the snowball save. TNC trying to turn things around. With the silence onto 3, Raven forced back. Arstyle will fall. VP loses them as well. Ramsey's getting low. Can they kill the spider? They can kill him once. Can they deal with him a second time? That's the question. They're going to look to try. Silence is there. Jump forward from Pasha. He's looking towards Tim. Pasha will take the Tim's kill. Ramses and no one, and Pasha still alive. Pushing no one. And the magic missile. Sam H has Dreamcore back up in 10. Jumping forward. Looking to finish off this Venge. Cuckoo as well looking to commit. The illusion's out. Ramsey's moving in, clearing them out with the Radiance. Pasha blinks in. Not going to get the right target. Cuckoo. Oh, he walks back into it. He comes back in. Loses his life. Now BP will start to back up. There's been a buyback from Tim. Rolls down. Trying to chase down the spider. With the burst, they will finally kill Ramses. Lots of money for Sam H as they do put an end to the spider's reign. And they do hold the base, teams. 7k lead for VP. TNC have proved that they can kill the spider. Over the buybacks, but they did have to buy back on Cuckoo and Tims for that defense. So not a cheap defense for TNC. Raven. Drums and Force complete. Onto the Shiva's Guard next. Cuckoo with that buyback will be set back a little bit on his way towards having the Manta staff. Lil. Oh, this Invis rune is setting up for the info. Onto Raven. He's already used the Force. They're going to commit for this for sure. They go in with the Burrow Strike. The F is well. Oh, Raven. Not going to make it out with the TP. No one's there with the Magic Missile. That's Raven down for 45. TNC lose enough of their cause. Bottom lane, Tims has got a bit of a panda issue. Force him back. It's going to be okay. Has the Vanguard complete, so he's fairly beefy now on the top. And will be able to TP back to base. Jump forward, silence. Ramses now with the BKB there. Very hard to deal with the BKB and lifesteal he can get from the ultimate. Magic Missile. Tims going out the waves with the Illusional. Ramses trying to commit. Get the Walrus Punch and the smoke. Can they chain stun him down? It's going to be close. Oh, no one. Swaps Ramses back to safety. Gives him time to BKB, pop the ult. Moves back in for a bit of lifesteal. They were so close to being able to kill the spider. They just couldn't do it. Ramses will survive. Sam H hits the sideline on Puck. Spider is too spooky.
Dire's bottom shrine
As it
is under
seems,
attack.
10-2-2 on Ramses.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
One of those heroes that any team has to be scared of in these best of ones. Always a high chance of sort of that cheese pick, that last hero gets in the draft and causes issues. And VP finding the brood this game is making the game very difficult for TNC. To 16, 12k lead at the moment for VP. Mid lane. Spiders are approaching. TNC do about it. There's Pasha on the side. Pasha jumping in, thinking about popping the primal split. Playing around with 14370. Tries for the TP, but Artstyle's there with the Burrow Strike, and that's 1437 down.
Dire's bottom shrine is under attack.
VP can play it safe, go for the objectives. I'll go for this shrine.
Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
Shrine is down, VP. Ready to move in and try and push up to the base. Solar Crest complete for the Spider. TNC, how can they hold? Yours is complete for Puck. But the extra bit of catch, set up and escape. Manta style.
Dire's top
Now
shrine
finish as
is
well
under
for
attack.
Cuckoo, so he's got that extra bit of chance if he does get jumped on. Try and juke out and cause confusion with the illusions.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Shrine to shrine, VP just taking the objectives. It's all going to kick off soon. You can feel it, you know. When this high ground push comes in, TNC will give it their all. The question is if that's going to be enough at this stage with the power that this spider has reached. 15k net worth on Ramses. It's getting scarier and scarier. Got the Crimson Guard complete on Tims, and Crimson Guard of course will do a lot against the spiders as they move in. TNC actually approaching the spawner lane as a 3-man. Cuckoo will be spotted out as Lil catches him with the poison. Ramses getting ready to push in on mid. Getting ready to shove back TNC. TNC already starting to be a little apprehensive about how they go along in the spawner lane. Pasha jumps forward. He's only going to find illusions. Keep themselves out of harm's way. Mid lane Tim's trying to get the grab onto Ramses, but he's a little too speedy with the web movement speed. They're trying for some sort of a wraparound. Keep coming in from the side. See if they can spot out Ramses. He's up there by the neutrals. Again, there's free pathing from the webs, making it very hard for them to trap the spider. Time for a smoke for VP as they head over and look to join up with Ramses. See what they can find here. Leading in, they've got the jump. Burrow strike straight away. Tim's, he needs help. He needs it now. He's got no snowball for 10 seconds. Pops the Crimson Guard. Will be forced back, but Pasha jumps in with the clap. It's going to be Tim's down for 80 seconds. They've got the swap back. Burrow strike control onto Raven. That's Razor down as well. He does have buyback and will buy back immediately. But they're going to have to try and hold 4 versus 5. And there's a lot of push coming in from VP. 37 minutes stand up. Cuckoo trying to deal with them, but the Burrow strikes out. They're going to lose the Ogre Magi. Raven trying his best to turn. They get the 4-man Dream Coil, but Cuckoo just gets melted by the damage that Ramses can offer. 3 heroes down on TNC. VP cleaning up the mid lane of Rax. The dive continues, and GG well played is called. VP will take this game. VP looking to be very strong. And the Brood Mother pick, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get some monk caress in the chat for that one. A Brood was terrifying. Ramsey. Scary, scary spider.